G'day guys, this is Jadmal speaking and welcome to today's video. And I am back, finally, after a little over 2-month hiatus away from World of Warships and making videos, which was not self-imposed by the way. I'll get to that shortly. I'm now finally back and ready to create more content for you guys all to enjoy. Firstly, you might have noticed on my thumbnail my logo has now changed. My previous logo was used from Star Trek Online. It was the Wrong Republic logo, which I rather liked, but I figured the time had come for me to create something new, something different, and also it saves me in case Cryptic decided to tap me on the shoulder and go, sorry Sunshine, you can't use that. So come up with my own logo now. It's aligned with the shield, which suits me right down to the ground. I hope you guys like it. Now, onto why I was away. Well, put simply, my old PC decided to blow up. The graphics card, the motherboard, the CPU all just kind of imploded in on one another. And it was a very drawn-out process and costly process in order to get everything back up and running again. Now, when I first set out on the venture of rebuilding my PC, I had never done this before. I thought I researched everything properly. Boy was I wrong. So initially I just thought it was going to be a simple case of getting a new motherboard, new CPU and a new graphics card, and that would be the end of it. Not so. So I would like to say thank you to my in-laws for helping me get a new motherboard and a new CPU. So I bought the motherboard first, looked at the socket type, then went looking for a CPU, made sure the socket type matched up, went out, bought that, then I managed to sell some archery gear and use that to pay for the graphics card and a few other little bits and pieces. A friend of mine helped me out with liquid cooler, SSD, and a few of those bits and pieces as well. Anyway, my motherboard arrived. Unbeknownst to me, my RAM chips from my old PC were DDR3, not DDR4. So that was the first hurdle I sort of hit, and I had to wait quite a long time to get a new set of RAM chips because they are quite expensive, and I needed to sell my drum kit in order to do that. So ended up managing to sell my drum kit, but a friend of mine had already helped me out to get some new RAM chips in the process, and got them, plugged everything in, hooked everything up, pressed the power button and nothing worked. Okay, there's something wrong here. So I contacted a mate of mine who was kind enough to give me a new case in order to build this new PC. They come over and give me a hand with troubleshooting what was going on. We thought it might have been the old power pack from the old PC that I had, so I went out and bought the power pack along with a few other bits and pieces. Got that connected up, still the same problem. So I ended up taking my PC around to his house. We did a lot of troubleshooting. We tested the CPU, we tested the motherboard, and the CPU was working fine, the RAM chips were working fine, everything was working, and we thought it may have been the motherboard. So anyway, I contacted the seller of the motherboard, and unbeknownst to me, it was actually an 8th gen motherboard, and I had bought a 7th gen CPU, so I then had to go out and spend a little bit more money to go and get an 8th gen CPU in order to go into the motherboard. So I went away, did that, and everything's working now. So that whole saga took up a good 2 months of just trying to get parts, sell items to get parts, and all the rest of it was just an absolute nightmare. But at least now, you know, I know what I know. I know what I don't know. When I first started out, I certainly didn't know what I didn't know, so it was very much a very big learning experience to get myself back up and running, but I'm very happy with the setup I have now. So I've got an MSI motherboard and graphics card. I've got an 8th gen CPU. I've got a Cool Master liquid cooling system. I've got Corsair power pack, RAM chips, fans, case. Very big fan of all Corsair equipment. And my computer speed has almost doubled since my last PC, so it should enable me to do quite a few more things compared to what I was doing before. But anyway, enough about me rebuilding my PC. As I said, it was quite a saga and went on longer than The Lord of the Rings, I think. But anyway, on to some content creation. So the last video I did was on the Roma, I think back in February. I haven't received a lot of feedback about it. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. There is a historical section in there, as well as some gameplay, looking at stats of the ship. I still really enjoy that ship. I think it's fantastic. But so looking forward, as far as content creation goes, I am looking at doing a lot more videos from this point onwards. I want to try and get at least one, if not maybe 2 videos out a week. And I'm also going to be looking at streaming now as well. That I should have a system that can actually handle that. So I need to work out a bit of a timetable for that. It may just happen randomly, or I may decide to try and work to a schedule. But you know what they say about the best laid plans, especially when you have a full-time job and a full-time family, which includes a 3-month-old as well. So it's going to be very interesting. As far as Captain's Tables videos go, I'll probably look at doing one of these videos a month. I want to start doing more on the PTS side of the house, looking at upcoming updates and just general ship reviews. And I'm also still looking at doing some more historical stuff as well. I really enjoyed working on that Roma video, so I definitely want to do more of those as time goes on. So keep an eye out for those in the future. I'm still playing around a little bit with the format of how I want to present that, especially when it comes to specifications, dimensions, and all that sort of things. So I'm just gonna have a bit of a play, see what works, see what I like, and you know, I'd very much like to hear from you guys too about what you think I should do as well. You know, what worked in the Roma video, what didn't work, what you think I should change, all that sort of stuff. So that's the future there. As I said, Twitch, yep, looking at getting into Twitch streaming now as well, though I've got the capacity to do that. My Patreon page is still up and running for anyone that wants to go check that out. And I mention these things because I am also looking at applying for the Wargaming Community Contributor Program. That's something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. So yeah, hopefully that will go well, and they'll look favorably upon my application. But you know, that can't happen without support from you guys as well. So you know, if you're watching my videos, please like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to I guess promote the videos that I'm putting out, if you do in fact like them. If you don't like them, then that's okay too. If you have any suggestions for improvement, please let me know. You know, I'm always open to constructive criticism with regards to these sorts of things. You know, I only want to get better, so I can make good quality videos. So what else have I been doing since I've been back? Well, been mainly playing World of Warships. Ranked took up quite a big time as soon as I got back online, although I did miss the first week of it, which I do find a bit of a hindrance sometimes. But, you know, did very well at tier 8, I was really getting into the groove with the Eugen, the Tirpitz, and the Gascon. I was having quite a lot of success with those ships, and then when I get to rank 10, everything just kind of stalled a little bit. It's just like, we'll get a star, lose a star, get a star, lose a star, get a star, lose a star. And I just don't think a lot of people that are playing at those levels at the moment are quite ready for it. I think they need more practice. I personally think that tier 10 competitive should be left in clan battles, and rank should be the rest of the tiers. I would have liked to have seen this season either stay all completely at tier 8, or go from tier 8 to tier 9. So there's that logical progression. You're not skipping a whole tier in order to progress. You know, a lot of people have tier 9s, but not everybody has tier 10s. There's a lot of people in my clan that, you know, got to rank 10 with their tier 8s, but had to stop because they just don't have tier 10 ships. They got tier 9 ships, some of them. Most of them have the Missouri, in which they could have still continued to participate, but it just didn't work out that way. Yeah, actually had to stop because they couldn't go any further. So that's disappointing for them. That's happened. As far as making the irrevocable rank at rank 10, I actually don't mind it. I actually quite like it. Actually, I think it should probably stay there. My thoughts on ranked at the moment, it could use a little bit of an overhaul, I think. The system feels a little archaic at the moment. Maybe if they were to, I guess, make it flow well, have ranks 23 to 10 one rank, then ranks 10 to 5 the next tier up, and then 5 to 1 or 5 to 2 the next tier after that, and then make, you know, rank 1 completely arbitrary and on its own. So what I'm getting at is, if you had ranks 23 to 10 at tier 8, then ranks 10 to 5 with an irrevocable spot at rank 5, make that tier 9, and then you make from from rank 5 upwards tier 10. It just follows that logical progression. I mean, I've got 5 ships at the moment, all at tier 9, and I couldn't do anything with them because I've only got premiums at tier 8, which as well as a few others that I really liked and I either kept or went back and bought, or I've got tier 10s, which is the end game, and the only thing I'm progressing there is commanders. So it was, I don't know, it was just weird. As I said, you know, I've got 5 ships at tier 9 at the moment, you know, that I would have liked to have progressed, and, you know, playing rank isn't allowing me to do that. So that's why I say, if you split it into 3 instead of splitting it into 2, you can get that progression through. People can, you know, work on, you know, the bottom rank up to rank 10, and then they can work on the next rank up to rank 5, and then, you know, go on from there, from rank 5 onwards to rank 1. I just think it would flow a little bit easier. But that's just my thoughts anyway. That's just what I think about a possible solution for, I guess, just mixing it up a little bit. I've been playing a few randoms as well. Haven't had quite the success with the Eugen in random that I had in ranked. I think I might leave that ship for tier 8 ranked in future, because it does perform quite well. But yeah, just in random, for some reason I just seem to be struggling with it, whether that's me or that's just the server in general. I'm not 100% sure, but it was just one of those things that I kind of most at the moment. Also, it doesn't help when every tier 8 game you play, you get up to tier 10. I think that drives everyone mental. But matchmaking is what it is, and I guess we just have to deal with that. I've been playing some other games as well while I was on my non-self-imposed hiatus from the PC. I picked up Armored Warfare on console and had a bit of a play with that. And yeah, trying to drive tanks on a console compared to driving them on a PC there's just no comparison. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience. So yeah, once I got my PC back up, I downloaded Armored Warfare and been playing a little bit of that. There's been Destiny 2, Star Trek Online, and a few of those other ones as well. But yeah, World of Warships has been the main focus there. So what have I got coming up in the near future? Well, as I said, I want to work on some more historical stuff. I've got a guest going video that I'll be releasing hopefully soon. This weekend I'll hopefully be doing a video on the PTS server detailing the new updates. I won't be around next weekend, so I will miss the second week of the PTS. I'll be up in Sydney celebrating my wife's birthday with her family. My wife does take priority on that front, I'm afraid, so I will be up there for that, but then I'll be straight back to you afterwards to hopefully push out another video. I've also got a Normandy video as well, which I recorded quite some months ago. I've just been trying to work out how I want to showcase that, whether I want to do a commentary on it or put it into another captain's table. I haven't fully decided yet, but we will see what happens on that front. As far as my community, I guess content creation stuff goes, you'll obviously know about my YouTube channel. There's my Twitch that's standing up, a Patreon page. I've now created a Facebook page as well. I'm not going to link that in this video. I will look to link it in the next one that I do, because it is both Facebook and Twitter accounts are very much in their infancy at the moment, and I'm still developing those. So we'll see how that goes as well. But yeah, look, apart from that, I don't have much else at this point. It's as I said, it's good to finally be back and playing World of Warships again and making these videos for you guys to enjoy. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I look forward to making many more. So until next time, I hope you all take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Ciao.